What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Experience.
What's up?
I'm here. I know I haven't been here lately. I'm getting over all these bugs out here. I don't know what's happening out in these streets, but it was catching me. Tonight we have a great surprise for you all.
Yes.
We actually have a repeat guest. This is her second appearance because she's so multifaceted. She's all over the place. She has her hands in a little bit of everything, so we have to share everything she has to offer.
Yes.
Miss Kandy Doll Closet, Miss Kandy Injector. I don't know where to begin. So, episode 43, first show.
Right.
Episode 98, on our way to 100.
Yeah.
Yes. So, tell the people who you are and what you're doing right now.
So, my name is Kandy, and I am the owner. Actually, I have two businesses. The first one is Kandy Doll Closet, which was our first interview.
Yes.
So, that's a boutique that's in Mayfield. No, Lee Road. That was on Lee Road. And I've been there. I was online for a year, and I opened up the store. It'd be a year this year. July would be a year that I opened up the store.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. So, we'll be celebrating that. So, then from the boutique grew another business, which is Kandy's Beauty Plus Wellness Institute.
Ooh,
Okay, also known as the Kandy Injector. That's my Instagram. Kandy with the K. Kandy Doll Closet, everything's with the K. So the Kandy Injector on Instagram. So that is my med spa.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
and it's beautiful,
so
by the way, guys.
Yes, it is.
If you guys watching the
really
video
is
right now,
nice.
you'll see the actual my directorial tour view, and I got a chance to be in there and be in the ambiance of this great facility.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm doing that, and it's so funny because talking about the med spa now, when we first met up and we talked, when you interviewed me about the boutique,
Yes, and you did it.
I told you guys what I was going to do. So now
You
I'm
did
here
it.
talking about
You did
what
it.
I actually did. So
Yes.
to me, it's just like oh my gosh. So it's like they say, when you speak it, when you put it out there, it's going to happen. So now I'm going to continue to just take my vision and expand it even more.
That's good.
Okay, so it's just like, and that's one of the things I think I didn't realize I was doing, but the importance of when you're starting a business or a brand, you want to think of short-term and long-term goals.
Come on, you can hit this right.
So go ahead, hit this.
Thank you.
Short
That's
and
good.
long-term goals. So you think about the short and the long-term goals. It's like, where do you want to see your business at versus where you're at now? Because if you think about it now, you can start to structure it to get to that, and that's what I did.
Ooh.
So that's why it's the wellness. So it's Kandy's Beauty Plus Wellness Institute. That Wellness Institute is going to be where my mental health piece come in, with a weight loss and counseling and group home. Like, it's just going to expand.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to open up another business.
Wonderful.
So I got the beauty part, which deals with like Botox, IV infusions and lip fillers and all of that stuff, the beauty part of it. And then the Wellness Institute part, where I'll be eventually teaching courses and all of that. So that was my, and one thing I love about it is it'll continue to grow.
Yeah.
And continue to just branch off into other, like I was just speaking with the young man with getting into the school system. So that's one of the most important things I realized about building a brand or your business, is thinking about the short term and the long term goals.
And I just love how everything just intersects with each other. It's not like you're not trying to sell veggie burgers. You're actually, everything intersects with each other.
Builds off of
Exactly.
one. Yes.
Yeah, everything was birthed from, so let's go back to my nursing. Nurse practitioner. I've been a nurse over 20 plus years. And how I got the boutique was caring for women dealing with, I cared in a lot of different settings, but the most impactful setting was when I was caring for at UH. I was working with head, neck, and cancer patients. And when I was talking to those patients, when a person's faced with a terminal illness or any life-changing process, it's a point in their life where they feel hopeless. There's nothing they can control.
Oh, wow.
There's nothing they can control the illness, they control the medications, they can control anything, but the one thing they can't control is how they look. So they can look pretty, they can dress pretty, can I dye my hair? So that's how the boutique came into play. So now here I'm in a boutique. Okay, I got the clothes, I'm making women feel good from the inside out, I'm doing all of that. So now, as I'm doing that, and women are trying on clothes, look at my face. I don't like this. I need to lose weight. I don't like this. Look at this skin. So I said, you know what? I'm about to attack beauty from the inside and the outside. On top of that, talking to women about some women went through divorce, some women had childhood issues, coming into the boutique. If you've been into the boutique for the first time and you come in, it's not uncommon for people to be about a good 30, 40 minutes. Just trying on clothes, just talking, just relating.
That's great.
And I think, because we say, come in there. If we don't have it, bring what you got at home and we'll just play around and put you something together. You may not walk out there with nothing from us, but you walk out feeling great. So it's not about the sale. Because as I'll say 99 times, if it was about the money, I would be going to work. I can easily make 6 figures at my job. But sometimes it's not about the money, it's the passion and it's the purpose.
That's good.
So that brings
thank you.
I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's that part of it. And so now I'm into so that's how the med spa kind of grew from that. And then along with the mental health piece. So I finished my psych degree.
Oh, wow.
So I finished the psych degree. So now I have to sit for boards. And once I sit for boards, that's when I'm going to officially go ahead and add that mental health piece to it and get in the community, get with school systems, get to all of that.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
that's wonderful. Covering everything.
Yeah.
So time out. You doing it. You're doing it. So when do you find time to be able to, how do you manage running businesses, working, school, motherhood, wifelyhood, all that good thing? How do you balance all that?
To tell you the honest truth, I sometimes lay in the bed and I don't even know where the energy comes from. Sometimes at night I can't even sleep because my mind is going.
Yeah.
But I heard this guy, this book I'm reading, I heard him, he told me something that he said. And when I repeat this to myself 3 or 4 times, this gets me out of bed every day. Anytime I'm in doubt, anytime I'm struggling, anytime I'm weak, I say this. And we've heard it 99 times, but it doesn't really stick until you actually need it. And what I repeat to myself is, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me.
That's good.
And I repeat that over over and over. And that right there is what gets me up and going to do what I need to do. So that's how I do it, because there's no other way. It's not about, okay, I put this on the calendar, that on the calendar. It's not about that. That's the only way I can do that. That's the only way I can do what I do.
I'm going to start saying that to myself tomorrow morning.
I'm telling you, try it. If you're ever in a point where you just feel exhausted, you just say it, and you say it with passion and conviction, and you believe it, all of a sudden it just feels like this, and I just get up and I just go. That's the honest truth.
And you are going. You are definitely going. That's a lot to handle. I see you on a regular basis, and I never see you flustered or, you're constantly happy about what you have going on and excited about new products and excited about the way your vision is to make women feel. So my question to you about that is, since you have the wellness and beauty and wellness spa, what do you think your reception has been to women of color in particular?
That's a good question.
I think for me, it's an unknown territory for a lot of us. I mean, mostly, especially when you think about like Botox, lip fillers, typically the average woman don't really think about that for a few reasons. First of all, women of color, we tend to age more gracefully, so we tend not to need it as much.
Shout out to y'all.
And for 2, most women that, when we do see Botox on that, we think about celebrities, and we see different celebrities getting their face done and all of that, so you think you got to be in Hollywood or limelight for that. So I think for me, it's not even a challenge because it's expected. So my thing is just providing that education and letting that housewife know, or the average everyday working woman know that, yes, you can get some work done, or yes, you can get some Botox or whatever you want done. But it's a misconception because they're like, oh, they look fake, they look frozen, I don't like their face. And it's extremes with everything. Like you have somebody that's working out that do it too much, now they're anorexic. So there's extreme cases in every aspect. But with me, I'm more of a naturalist. Like I believe in just making you look like who you are. If you want some lips and I don't feel you need lips, I'm not going to give you lips because I don't want you tagging a Kandy Injector with lips like this. I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? So I'm not for everybody, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the biggest challenge. So one of my goals to hit that is just to provide, as the summer comes, just educational opportunities, letting them allow them to ask questions. I know one time I did I forgot what it was, like an open forum. What questions do you have? Right now, the weight loss is what everybody is on now.
Yeah.
Talk about
the weight loss program. Yes, the weight loss program is what everybody is raving about. So I started this weight loss program. It's really big. Everyone's talking about it. I know you hear about it on the Hollywood, the news, talking about the medicine that they use for diabetics.
Yeah.
And it's not in stock because everyone's using it for weight loss. I'm not using the medication that's intended for diabetics. I am not. Okay, just so everybody knows.
So they say, oh no.
I'm not taking away from the diabetics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I do have the active ingredient that's in that same product is the one that the FDA approved for simply weight loss. That's a higher dose. I use that one. Okay. So that's really been huge, and I've had a lot of women coming in, and weight loss is great. Okay, to look good, but it's so much bigger than that. And these women come in and they want to go on the scale and they want to look nice. That's the bonus part. But I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it for, when I see people, especially my people, I work today. I got another job, but we ain't gonna talk about that. And every home, all of my clients I've seen today were all African American. Every last one of them, hypertension, high cholesterol, all of them was overweight. And all of them. And that was just today. And I'm pretty sure it's all the time.
Right.
So when you see statistics like that, and you see that it's really deeper for me, because I'm like, my people are killing themselves. We're killing ourselves.
So the mindset behind it is actually having the mindset to lose the weight, because it's not enough to want to lose weight, it's to have the mindset.
The mindset is the behavior, and I love talking to different women because I customize it. Because one person don't like to work out, she loves to work out. This person is depressed, this person is not. So the only common thing with the weight loss program is the product. But your program and your process, I individualize that for everybody. When you come in, it's not about here, get this shot, goodbye. It's sit down. What have you eaten? How are you feeling? What's going on?
That's good.
You know that one, do you have a physical? Did you see the doctor? Because all of that plays a role. Do I need to contact your doctor? What's your blood pressure? I'll say about 8 to 10 of the women were pre-diabetic and didn't even know.
Oh, wow.
They was pre-diabetic. They didn't even know that. So the fact that I'm able to just tap in, even if it's on a smaller scale, to be able to educate women and talk to them. Like I was telling them, even when the summertime come and get t-shirts, let's all go to the track. It's so much bigger, than just just losing the weight. I really want to try to change not only their lives, their children's lives. Because if you're eating healthier, you're going to only buy healthy things.
That's good.
And then your kids won't be able to eat the stuff. So that's what I'm hoping. And it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. This is not a weight loss program that you can come in and drop 20 pounds and be done. That's not the program. That's why I actually take the time and actually interview, or I shouldn't say interview, come in and discuss what your goals are, what you've tried, to see if you're a perfect fit. Because if you look doing this weight loss program for a Miami trip, this isn't for you. It's not. I don't want to take your money. I don't want to set up unrealistic expectations. I don't want you to be disappointed. So I'm really I want to make sure everyone is in the right mindset and, is focused on the right things with the program.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I don't like to work out. I do it, but I don't like it. And so I was interested in the weight loss program. And what Kandy was talking about, to know that these people are pre-diabetic, is because you actually have to get blood work drawn. And so that she can individualize and customize your services. And she takes your BMI, of course. And she was like, Nakia,
get out.
Goodbye.
No,
Goodbye.
but look at, I'm like,
I just need to get, like I said, I don't like to work out. So in my mind, I was like, all right, I can just lose this right here, and then I could just tone it up in the gym, And she was just basically like, that way. That way. We're not doing anything with you. You are not, So ladies, if you're, if you if you're not overweight, and you know when you overweight, then just get in the gym. Otherwise, this is a healthy, customized situation where you can actually lose weight, where Kandy can give you the best advice to take care of yourself and stay healthy. You got to remember, you're talking to a nurse practitioner. And like she said, she's been a nurse for over 20-something years. She's going to guide you in the right direction and put you on a path to stay healthy.
That's good.
And that's important. And then, again, it's individualized to know what's going on with you and in your life and what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, so I do go on the BMI, but for certain races like African Americans, because we are at risk for just about everything, a person's BMI, I can be a little bit lenient and say, okay, your BMI might not be ideal. However, your risk factors, your family history, your health condition, I'm going to put you on. But where Nikki doesn't like working out, but she works out. So you have somebody who doesn't work out that's coming, that's on that borderline, got hypertension, diabetes, that's more complex than her. I would take a risk with that person. She needs to go to the gym.
So I know my people's not here, but I know she's watching. She don't know what BMI is.
Okay.
So
the simplest way to the BMI, and you guys can do this yourself. If you want to know what your BMI is, that's what you do. You go online and you Google calculate or what's my BMI, and it's going to ask you for two things. You need your height and your weight. Two things. If you know how tall you are and you know how much you weigh, you put it in there, and it's going to give you your BMI number. And up under it, it's going to tell you where you fall at. So it'll go from, you'll be underweight, normal, overweight, and obese. Okay? And why the BMI is so important is the higher your BMI is, the more you at risk for weight-related conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, sleep apnea, cancer, anything that has weight, you're at higher risk. So the goal is the more you lose weight, the lower your BMI goes down.
It's not a question. So when it comes to BMI, do you feel like, because I've heard people say it's biased for people like us because we quote unquote wear our weight well, or we carry it differently or something like that.
Yeah.
But would you say in your medical opinion, is that statement true, or is it just something that we just say to make ourselves feel good?
I definitely even when I've had kids, and you go in your baby overweight, like don't compare my baby to that little skinny girl baby. We got big bones. right. So I do understand that. However, if you take the BMI out of it and just look at weight in general, if you're overweight, whether I'm not looking at you. Somebody's getting offended here. I'm not looking at. If you look at weight in general, just without those factors, that should be enough to let you know, I know weight is associated with everything. I know my heart is working hard.
Yeah, right.
I know it can lead to that.
That's
I
good.
know, and it's all, and it's the behavior, and it's the mindset. What do we all do is Thanksgiving? We don't eat nothing all day.
Nothing.
Because we want it, it's our culture.
Saving up
That's
space,
tradition,
baby.
It's culture, but it's killing us. So our grandparents and parents wasn't in this generation where it's on for this healthy stuff, but we have to do better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have to do better. Everybody want to just give me squirrel and give me greens and all that stuff. Like,
hey, I like squirrel.
I actually had a patient I was taking care of. He wasn't eating in the hospital. I was like, well, what is it that you want us to bring? Because if you don't know what we have, maybe you can bring some. So he was like, y'all had no squirrel. I'm like,
he was serious.
Wow, squirrel is fire.
I'm like, sir,
I'm serious.
Sir,
serious.
This is not. We don't
go
have
down
squirrel in the
south,
cafeteria.
They got that squirrel grits and eggs, baby.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we don't have squirrel. What about a chicken tender? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
But it still just goes to show that culturally, and we just have to change the narrative. We have to find a new way to comfort and a new way to enjoy life versus just eating food. It's a behavior. Even with the weight loss program, when you take this injection, let me tell you what it does. 3 main things it does. It goes to your brain and controls your hunger center, right? So you're not going to be hungry, right? And it's going to affect your cravings. So if you're craving sugars, that coffee, it kills that, right?
Oh, man.
Then it goes to your stomach. And when you eat, it makes you feel fuller longer. So you will eat something, I guess if you can imagine, let's say eating a Thanksgiving meal, you're feeling stuffed. imagine feeling like that for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So if you feel stuffed, you don't want to eat, right?
Right.
Then the other part, it goes to your pancreas, and that's where the diabetes come in. It goes to your pancreas and helps you release insulin, which helps take up the sugar. So, with all that being said, okay, you're not craving, you're not hungry, but some of my clients will sit in front of a TV and eat chips out of habit.
Out of habit. Oh my goodness.
Out
That's
of
crazy.
behavior. You're not craving it. You're not hungry.
You're just used to doing it.
But you're used to doing
That's
it. So
crazy.
what I'm learning is it's a behavior thing.
Yeah.
So now I'm battling two different things. So we think it's food. No, a lot of it is because I know every time I watch my favorite show, I have my Doritos, I have my pop, and I'm finna do it. So then they eat it. What they do, they get sick. They get sick. So I'm learning that it's about a behavior change. It's a mindset. And like I said before, this program is a marathon. It's not a sprint. My goal is after you come off this program, you can maintain it. I don't want you to come in, lose the weight, and leave, and come back and then gain it up. But if we incorporate healthy habits, get the vegetables in, have you get that behavior part, then once you get to your point, you may go a couple of pounds, but you know what you need to do to keep it off. That's the goal. So that's why I kind of go slow and try to incorporate that into it. So hopefully by the time they reach their goal, they're good.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful, because when you crash diet like that, and when you do take things and get in programs where you lose the weight fast, I've never really heard anybody that keep it off. It's coming back, and with my situation, it came back faster. It came back faster. So, yeah, you gotta.
So that's one of the things and I actually do my research on this. Like I heard about, so now I'm making sure everyone gets balanced. Like I'm constantly learning. Yeah. Because I just feel it's such a blessing. Like I think this is my calling.
It is. I'm about to say you are in your purpose.
I'm in my purpose.
Yeah.
So I feel it's an honor and a blessing. I pray every day. And I ask God to guide me.
That's good.
When I'm talking to a person, to use me, to give me the knowledge, to guide my hands every day. Because I feel it's just an honor to be in a position to impact somebody's life. And for you not to be prepared, not to be educated, not to do right, that's almost like disrespectful.
Ooh. Can I hit that right time?
Go ahead.
Come on, thank you.
It is. And I think people get in their field or their trade and they get this arrogance about them and feel like, oh, I'm it. No, you're actually not it. There's always more you can learn. There's always more you can grow. There's always more research you can do.
Just convicted me. I got it.
You need to get. So I think, and it shows in the work. So that's why I'm kind of comfortable with where I'm at. I'm comfortable with things that's going. I'm not really big on volume. I'm more big on quality. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have 10 good, solid ladies in a program than have 100, and I'm just flying out, giving shots, doing this, doing that. That's not for me. It's more than that for me. It really is.
Your customer retention and word of mouth for your clientele must be amazing.
It is, and it's slowly growing. I heard one lady telling me how she went on Groupon, and I don't knock what nobody does. Yeah. But I'm not a Groupon type. I'm not. First of all, I'm not going to undermine my experience. I'm not going to undermine my education.
I'll wait till you get that.
For a sale.
Good. That's good.
I'm not going on Groupon.
That's good.
I'm not. I've been in school too long. I've learned I have so much to offer than for me to put my business on a Groupon. I'll just rather wait. I'd rather go work another. When it's slow, I got another job to work.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean,
totally get it.
You want to maybe light this thing up tonight? Cause that's good right there.
I'm not Grouponish.
You said you know your worth though.
I know my worth. I know what I bring. I know what I bring, and I'm just not going to Groupon.
You said these, and y'all, by the way, y'all seen the video. The wars are on the wall. The service cases are on the wall. So this ain't no backyard type.
It's not a basement man spot. This is not a basement man spot. This is really, and I'm constantly, like I was just online looking for more education, looking for more ways to perfect what I already know. You know what I mean? So it's a constant, it's constantly for me.
Okay, so I got a question. So let's say this young lady watching this right now, and she's like, man, I love what she's doing. What advice do you give her to get started on the path of creating her own? Not saying what you're doing, but in her field. Let's say I'm bad with medical stuff, y'all, so forgive me. Let's say she like feet. You know what I'm saying?
You pick feet. You better medical. The best you can do is feet.
I'm over here like.
I'm sorry.
You said feet. I'm thinking it's about to be something
you do.
Feet. Okay, that's all right.
Okay, we got a little fetish over there.
We know what Brandon like.
You know what? We won't talk on that. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, though, But let's say she's doing feet, and she's like,
Okay.
I want to be able to educate women on that aspect and grow outside her field or whatnot. What advice should you give her?
I think the advice I would give her is to learn and perfect it and learn it herself first.
Okay.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
So many people. Actually, I was approached about actually doing a class. You know,
That's not
teaching.
bad.
Yeah, people want, oh, can you teach her to do Botox? And I'm like, yeah, but I just started. I'm not about to charge you $2,000 because I've been doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm confident.
Right.
I know what I'm doing. However, for me to feel that I'm going to give you what you need for your money's worth, I need to make sure that I can be able to address and give you everything you need. So when you educate yourself, and just please, this is for anybody, be careful with those pop-up, give me $1,500, I'll show you this. Give me $2,000, I'll show you this.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna do that.
It bothers me so much because
there's tax time on top of that. You watch them come out the woodworks.
it bothers me because half the time when you pay that money, you still left with questions. They don't give you. And if you want more, you have to pay more. And I just think that is so selfish for you to have a God-given talent and you use that to take somebody's hard-earned money who's looking for a way to start, to take it to fill your pocket up and not give them nothing. And not give them nothing. That bothers me. So when I do a training course, I want to make sure, you know, that you get what you need, that you should be ready to be set to actually go and do what you need to do. So until I can give you that, I'm not having a training course. I'm not.
I was about to say, because you know that it's tax time. They about to become the woodwork.
They are.
They're going to be like, I can show you this, that, and the other.
I could have easily, people want to come shadow me, they want to pay.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm still finding my way and filling things out. Why would I have you come?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just couldn't do that morally. It's just the God in me. I just can't.
No, listen.
I just cannot be dishonest like that. I probably wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
God bless you. Because we need more people like you out
I
here.
can't.
Being honest about the situation, you know.
I just can't, and then because I know what it was like to start a business, I knew the struggle. I know the struggle, and for somebody to come along and take my money and not give me what I need, or just, you know, I just wouldn't. I could never do that. So.
No, I got you.
Soon.
Talk about the injections, the vitamins, and the B12s, and talk about all of those. Now,
so the vitamin injections. So the big thing about the vitamin injections and why I decided to get into that, and I haven't really been doing a lot of it because it's just me, y'all, and it's a lot. I'm telling you. That's why I'm always online apologizing to my boutique people. Like, y'all, I'm sorry. Like, I can't do it all. I can only do so much. So with the IV therapy, the whole reason behind that is we all take multivitamins. They always talk about take a vitamin, which is great. But the biggest difference is when you take a vitamin, by the time you swallow it and your body breaks it down, you probably only get 20-30% of that vitamin.
I'm going to stop taking my gummies.
Right. However, when you get it intramuscularly or through the IV in the veins or the muscle, you are bypassing the GI tract, so you're getting 100% of that vitamin.
Nice.
Okay. That is the biggest take-home thing for the the vitamin injection. So, a lot of people, I do the B12, and I had a lot of them at first, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to do all that. Let me just do the B12. A Myers cocktail, which is like an overall wellness one.
Okay.
And then a liquid, so it's a multivitamin that's a liquid form, or that you can either do IV or IM. So the same one you take, you can just get it that way. That way you're getting 100% of everything. So I kept it simple because I don't want to have a bunch of things on my shelf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just sitting there just to say I do it. I want to do what's needed and what's, you know what I mean? Because everybody's doing the vitamin therapy, which is fine. But I just kind of want to focus on what I want to focus on and not just trying to act like I'm a jack of all trades off of everything.
So it's B12. What is B12 specifically?
So B12, vitamin B12, it has, when I tell you B12 has like 1,001 benefits. Energy, mood, it helps with nausea, it can help with red blood cells, it helps with, a lot of people, it helps with health, healing. It is so many benefits to B12. The biggest thing most people take it for is the energy. I have a lot of people coming in getting that IM, And what I like about it's not that Red Bull energy. It's not that big rush.
Yeah.
You would just be at home like, dang, normally I'd be asleep, but I feel like cleaning cabinets.
I need that for real.
It's that subtle energy. It's not the type where you don't have a crash or anything. Mm-hmm. And the one thing about it is the water soluble. So that means you're not going to get too much. If you get too much B12 off, you'll just pee it out. So you don't have to worry about no toxic effects or anything like that. So yeah, B12 is huge. I even do my own. I think I did a video giving myself.
You know,
You did.
I'm going to be make an appointment very soon.
Yeah,
thank you for that.
Definitely come get one. You need it, especially if you're busy entrepreneur. I was thinking about having a B12 entrepreneur day. Just come on in, walk in. Just come and get a B12.
That's a good idea.
Free B12 for all entrepreneurs. Just show me your what do I need to see your LLC.
Oh, that's a great idea. You heard that first.
Free B12. Show me your LLC. Pop it in your arm because I guarantee you'll be back next week. Like, how much is that? $35.
Yeah.
$35.
Listen, that's a great idea.
Yeah, because we need it.
Yeah,
we need it. Absolutely.
That's a good idea. Listen. So with that, so I'm trying something new, y'all. I tried this out. It's just special for Kandy and Haybert. I asked you guys in the comments, would you guys like to ask our guest for tonight? Mm-hmm. Yes. And one of there was a lot of questions, and one of the main questions that a lot of people want to know was, how do you pick out the clothes that go inside your boutique?
Oh, that's easy. Everything in my boutique is what I will wear.
No. So wait, Tom. So there's nothing that in that. So basically, everything that's in your boutique is something that you wear personally.
Yep. So if I was a small to a 4X, I will wear it. Because if I don't like it, I can't sell it. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of things I see online like, oh, that is so cute, but it's not me. It's not me. So if it's not me, I can't sell it.
Yeah.
I can't visualize myself in it, so I can't visualize you in it. So a lot of my stuff is if I wear it, and I try to base it off of my lifestyle. I have the professional line. Mm-hmm. Then I love working out. I have the gym line. Then I have like the everyday date night couples. You know, women of age. We still want to look sexy. I want to look sexy, and I want to look classy. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you have a nice shape, ladies, you don't need to have your butt hanging out to see that you have a nice shape. Mm-hmm. Your nice shape is going to show through that nice dress. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's just me. So I try to find things in my boutique that you can still look sexy, but classy. I think we got away from the classy. Everything is a shoestring, tight, all up the side, all open like that. To each his own. Yeah. Because it's enough for everybody. However, for me, that's just not how I want to present myself as a woman. That's not how I was raised. So everything in my boutique is going to reflect that.
No, that's good. And once again, so people, and by the way, we're going to have in the show notes where you guys can go to the boutique and order online or go to the store. Mm-hmm. So you guys don't have to go looking around. Absolutely. And then another question, because they were all around the same question, but another one, I guess everyone knows that you are in the medical field, and they also know that you have the different businesses. Mm-hmm. I guess they were trying to say, what made you want to try entrepreneurship, considering that I guess nurses make money. We know nurses make money and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I think you kind of touched on it earlier when you were talking about you living your purpose and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I feel like some people are just graced to have the talent to be able to do multiple things at once and whatnot. And God obviously blessed you into that.
Yes. So I think for me, I didn't know that I was going to do this. That was not my goal to go to nursing school and do this. I think for me, I remember my last job, I became so uncomfortable, eternally comfortable. I remember it almost felt as though God was saying, pushing me, you got to leave. Just leave. And I just quit. I quit. But the good thing about quitting for me, which I think a lot of people forget about when they go into business, is that I knew that if it failed, I had a plan B. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people don't have a plan B because business is not going to always be good. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Come on, because that's good.
People go in, they invest all their money. Then when business is slow or hardship comes, the economy, what are you going to do to bring in money? Mm-hmm. So I knew that in worst case scenario, if things didn't work out, I could always go back to nursing. Mm-hmm. So I think that was a little bit of the comfort, but it was still scary. Yeah. It was still scary to just walk away and to try something like this, and then it continued to grow. And like even with the Kandy Injector, my logo is the little swirl.
It was nice, by the way. And y'all seen the video of the candy up top and all this and whatnot.
And I'm sure you probably think, oh, I get it, candy lollipop. But that's not the reason why it's a circle. So the lollipop actually represents a whole, us as a whole, the circle. And every color within that lollipop represent different aspects of our life that makes us whole. So my different businesses, whether it's the inner beauty, outer beauty, the mental health piece, all of those are being addressed by those different colors. And when they're all addressed, it makes a person whole. So that's where the whole sucker thing came in for. Yeah.
Go ahead, Kandy.
Yeah, it kind of means a little. It means a little something for me.
No, listen, that's a good logo to have.
Yeah, so it really means something. And it represents me too. So I actually feel fulfilled. Who can say that they feel fulfilled? You ever be feeling like something's missing? I'm just not happy here.
Yeah.
I feel like there's more. I used to feel like a bird in this tight cage, and I felt like I needed to spread my wings. But now I can actually say I'm fulfilled. I have the boutique, I have the med spa, and then I still have patient care because I miss caring for people. So now I even pick up a little contract where I go out and help people. Yeah, so I do that too.
No,
which is why I'm kind of trying to fix everything because I work today. I'm trying to keep it together, but it's hard. You can't get your hair done all the time. I'm trying to keep it together, but
yeah, sometimes you miss that. Sometimes
but that's okay. That's okay. So I missed that nursing part. I missed that one-on-one. So I wind up getting a contract, and I actually go in and I help people, and I love going into the homes. You know, going into the homes, going over their medication, doing some testing.
Yeah.
You know, talking to the doctors, just making sure they're all together. So all of that makes me whole, makes me complete. I'm happy where I'm at.
No, and
I feel fulfilled.
I don't think many people can say that whatever they're doing, whether it be in their business, whether it be in their career, they feel fulfilled.
And I think they don't because people tend to rush. They want to do what they want versus being patient, praying, and waiting for God to direct you.
You're going to make me light this thing up tonight. This thing ain't, I'm trying to give it a break.
It's the truth. You had to wait. Because I even did it. Because guess what? I was like, oh, I'll go do this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. But it didn't feel right. But you just got to sit back and wait and be patient. And when God has something for you, you're going to know.
No, listen.
You're going to know when he has it. Because when I tell you, I knew God was in the mix because everything lined up perfectly. Everything. It was no resistance. It was like it just fell in my lap. I said, oh, this is from God. This is from God. No resistance or nothing. So I was patient and I waited and I still wait. To this day, I still wait. What's the next move for this? What should I do next? What's your priority? And I just sit back, I pray, and I just wait.
That's having that faith.
Yep.
Because you can't make something happen faster or make something happen at all. It has to... You have to be guided in the direction that you're supposed to be going into. Period.
We tried it our way.
Period.
Left us.
Yep. Ooh, we can talk about that.
We tried it our way, and it didn't work.
It did not work.
It didn't work. So now we have to be patient and believe in ourselves and trust ourselves and be conscious of your circle. Be conscious of your friends. Be conscious of your family.
Yeah.
Be conscious of the energy you surround yourself with. Because that type of energy can kill you. It'll kill you. Not everybody's smiling. What did I heard a saying today? Someone said, not every person you fight is your enemy, and not every person that helps you is your friend.
Ooh, that's good.
I was like, oh, that's deep. I heard that today. I was like, that is so true. Not every person that fights you is your enemy, but the person you think is your friend really may not be your friend that helps you.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
You preach it tonight. You know what I'm saying? So you speak to my spirit. I appreciate that. I need to hear that right there. So since last time you've been here, we have some more staple questions. You know, we have refined ourselves. You know, so one of the things that I know we talk about, and one thing that I want to give Kandy flowers on the show, by the way, because every time we have an event, she comes and supports us, and thank you, by the way. One of the questions that we are asking a lot of our guests since last time you've been on here, we asked them, what do you feel is a way to help us break the stigma that Cleveland has when it comes down to not having that support system of each other? What do you think are some ways that we could be able to break that?
I think it starts within ourselves. I think people really need to check themselves.
Yeah.
Because if I'm hurt, if I'm damaged,
Ooh.
how can I connect with you or you to do something? I think if people take an honest look at who they are and check themselves, and we all check ourselves, then we can't. It's just like we can't stop crying if everyone's not taking care of everything in the household. You know, so you have to get yourself together, get your mind right. Then you will be, I think, as a whole, we can do better.
Yeah.
That's the only way. That's the only way it's gonna work.
Oh, that's good.
Because people will come to you and they seem like they're supportive. They seem like this, and next thing they don't do is a backhanded. They for self, and you never knew it.
That's good.
So I think the biggest thing is for us to really just check. Really work on ourselves. Work on some of the things that, that we need to work on.
Yeah,
I think
that's a great one right there. Because I'm thinking now people they might have the best intentions. They really might have the best intentions, but unfortunately because they haven't done the work, or like I said, check themselves. Those true, not a true selves, but that hurt or that work they need to do is going to come out.
It's going to affect all your relationships, friendship, business, household. It's going to affect everything you do. So unless you do right within yourself, nothing you touch will be successful.
That's good.
Yeah. I don't think people realize that, and I've tried to do this myself from reading as well, and that is you can't give people excuses for their behavior if they're, acting in a way that's not out of love for other people that they're around, but you do have to try to look at where they're coming from. Look at how they were raised. Look at whatever trauma they've been through in their life. And that person, like you said, they may think they're doing it they might not even think there's anything wrong with that type of behavior.
Yeah.
They have no clue because of how they were brought up, how they were raised. So they don't even know that they're doing something backhanded. But they have to check themselves. Everybody does. Everybody knows. One thing you do know is how something makes you feel. If you do something and you feel completely clear and clean about it, but if you have an inkling of it, can be a little twitch of something that's like, maybe you should and continue to do it. Everybody has that feeling. Everybody has that feeling when you do something. If you have any doubt, then you need to check yourself. And maybe you need to take a step back and say, hey, that might not be the right thing to do. I didn't feel real good about doing that. I didn't. So, you like I said, you can't make excuses, but you also have to say, hey, would I like for that to be done to me? Am I cool with that if it's done to me? No, you do have to check yourself, and that is where it starts from. All of it.
And I don't think you should have to. And when I do learn that, I don't think you should cut nobody off, because I think everybody has some good to them. And one of the things I can't pray for God to guide me and use me, and I'm slamming doors in people's face. So I always pray for that balance. Like, God, I want to shut this door, but if it's your will, I keep it open. But I'm human.
Right.
I'm a work in progress.
You work in progress. No,
so, because sometimes God will use you in uncomfortable situations, and maybe you're going to be that person that has to do that. So I pray to God. I say, God, I want to cut this person off, but help me do your will. And if it means I need to still do this and do that, then I'll do it. Because I don't want. If you don't, you'll become cold. You become isolated. So if I know this person is horrible in this area, but they're great there, I'll just deal with them from that area.
Right. Yeah. Right.
I'll just deal with them from that aspect. You can't. Everybody has some good in them. Nobody's, but you just got to learn. Otherwise, you would just be cutting everybody off.
Yeah. And you don't want to burn those bridges because you don't know later on down the road you don't need them.
You never know exactly when you're gonna need them, for sure.
No, that's good stuff. And I know we asked this last time, but I want to make sure that we once again, because not saying it might change.
Grown.
Exactly. Right. But what is the legacy that you want to leave behind individually, but also in your businesses also?
I think the legacy for me is so crazy. I work hard because I want to help my family. I want my legacy to not only help my children, but my nieces. I want to change the narrative of my family.
That's good.
I want to position, my goal is to position myself so I can position my nieces, my brothers. Because if Kandy's the only one eating, if I'm the only one eating, And I got a niece over there that's a single, 3 nieces that's a single mom, 1 over here that's living in the area, don't have a car. What good is it for me to be blessed? And the people around me is struggling.
Yeah.
So I don't mean here's $10,000. No, you like to cook? You want to go to culinary school? Let's put you in school. You want a food truck? Let's get your food truck together. You want to do a daycare? See the paperwork. Let me see this. Let's get you together. So that way, I'm not only helping them, helping their household and their generation. It's kind of like modern day activism. This is the way we can help our people, and it will grow into the community. So my goal is to position myself to help my circle and to help my. I think if my legacy was just to be able to just help each other, that'd be.
That's a great legacy.
Yeah. Just to look out for each other, because how are we as the people going to get better if it's only one person eating? How?
You can't.
How are we going to grow?
You can't.
How, if I'm the only one eating and all my friends sitting around trying to figure it out and all this stuff, and I'm the one sitting up there like, okay, all right, see y'all later. I'm about to go ahead and go to Dubai. Goodbye on my way to Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Because you probably say so crazy like that. You can't go to Dubai. But so that's my thing, and we try to get together. We try to motivate each other and just try to help each other because we need that.
Yeah.
We need that. So I just think people just have to stop being so selfish, stop being so cliquey, stop being so. And I've seen people on social media that's all laughing, and you see them in person, they don't crack a smile, they don't even acknowledge you, just as cold. How are you all this bubbly on social media? Then when you're in person, you're not even approachable. You don't even smile.
That's all bad.
Yeah, that's all. So I just kind of, I try to. I'm telling you, I've really been into my. God, I think I'm going to church now.
That's good.
I'm shutting down the store. I'm shutting down the store on the day once I finalize what religion I'm going to get with, because it's between the Saturday and the Sunday. I'm going to shut down the store. And I think, was it my daughter? Somebody has said, well, Mom, what about the sales? I'm like, you think I'm about to put God second over a sale? God will multiply that sale 99 times.
That's right.
I will shut that store down.
Indeed.
What's for me would be for me, because I'm really, because I need God. I need that strength. I need that armor. It's a lot out there. I need it.
It really is.
I need it.
Yes.
I need it. So.
And I apologize. We talk about everything you're doing right now. I want to talk about the future, because let's say episode 150. You on to something else. I want to ask you.
So you want me to speak my next move?
Yeah, I was about to say because you know what.
So my next move will probably be, I vision myself on the stage, speaking. I see my boutique. I see my wellness center growing. I would like to get in more into the mental health piece, get into the school systems, get that counseling together, getting connected with social workers where they see some troubled students, where you see some warning signs before this violence and shooting up and all that stuff, getting actively involved, maybe even branching out, getting into housing and just everything, just the sky. I just want to just kind of just
no, listen.
God leads me.
And listen, once again, we episode 43, right? You were talking about what we're here saying here tonight, talking about. So I know it's gonna happen.
Yep,
it's gonna happen.
All you gotta do is just speak it. If you speak it, then everything that you will do will align, and it'll happen.
That's good.
Just have to speak it. Yes.
So okay, and I want to close out on something great. I know there's a young lady or a young man who's watched the episode right now. And they're like, you know what? I love her story. I love what she has accomplished. And I watched both episodes. What 3 points from tonight's episode do you want them to take away from tonight?
I would say to be patient.
That's a great one.
Be patient. Pray. God has to be the center of everything. Whatever your higher belief is, whatever that is. Pray, be patient, and try to do good.
That's good.
If you do those 3 things, for me, I think that's one of the most important. I think that's why I'm so successful and why I have been successful and why I will continue to be successful.
There we go.
Because of those factors, I try to do good. And sometimes I come across shady. Sometimes but it's not intentional. It's not intentional.
No, listen.
I'm a work in progress. I will apologize because I'm human.
We're human.
But it's never intended that way.
Right.
And if I did do something, I will correct it. I will apologize. So I'm not this holier than thou type. But I do believe in, you definitely have to pray. I'm really big on that. And he answers, and it works.
Yeah.
It works. I don't think people understand.
Absolutely.
Like, you hear people say it like it's a cliche.
Absolutely.
Prayer really works.
But you're evidence of that, though.
It works.
You know? So, you know what I'm saying? They only look far.
It works.
It works.
It definitely works.
I think my title is It Works now. I'll work on it later. But
well, thank you so much for sitting
Absolutely.
with us, Kandy.
Thank you for having
think what
me.
you're doing is amazing. I'm happy that we have someone like you that can let Black women and all women.
Yes.
But the reason why I focus on Black women because of what we discussed earlier, that we may not think, we can go get a little something done. You might look in the mirror and see a little something coming on, like, I'm starting to look a little different. And we have to know that it's nothing wrong with enhancing our beauty. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong.
And there are all kind of things that will keep you looking natural out here. That are not, it's not always a nightmare to where you feel like your face is going to be squeezed to the back of your head.
Right.
There's a lot of beauty enhancing things that you do and that you offer. And I think that the weight loss program, I like it so much because it's not a fast, get slim fast. It's customized so that you can stay in the habit and keep that weight off. I love that. And I've been following. You guys make sure to follow her on Instagram.
Yes, well, the show notes.
She makes a lot of videos so that you can see exactly what she's doing. So you know she's on the up and up. And people are giving their opinion about her services. First and foremost, her customer service. And then what she has to offer, and she's doing a wonderful job, and I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Yes, it's
and I appreciate it.
I love the pull up.
Yes,
but ain't no experience like the pull up.
I like that.
Ain't no experience like the pull up experience.
Like that.
It's just informative. It's just an amazing platform for people who want to learn something of value, because we're business people. We're busy. Like, every second of my time matters, and if I'm gonna sit on a podcast, I have to believe it. I don't have time to watch.
Thank you.
Look, so when you want something quality, where you're gonna learn and you're gonna be able to take away. This is a podcast. You guys create a platform for people to be able to share and to help each other. And to really, every podcast you have, you're going to learn something. You're going to take something away, and that's what we need. All that other, So you'll probably see me on a few. I'm very I don't go on just every podcast. I don't.
No,
I want something of substance. I want something that's of value, and it's something that's a reflection of me. So I thank you guys for
having
me.
And it's always a good time between you and your daughter. I promise y'all, positive inspiration. And every time I talk to you, it's always a good time.
Yes,
it's always
they love Brianna better than me. Where your daughter? I'm like, look.
Brianna is so lovely.
I'm like, look, what about me? I gave birth to her. Yeah, where your daughter? I'm like, who am I? So yes, Brianna, thank you. I definitely, she knows she's my right hand. I couldn't do it without her. And
I got good.
Brianna. Background. I appreciate everything.
And you know what? I got video evidence of, I found something that Kandy's not good at, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I see a line dance, and I got the video on my phone to prove it. You know what I'm saying? So
you see me struggling?
I got
you
on
see
my
me
phone.
just walk off the floor like, you know what? Forget it.
So you know what I'm saying? So, just let her. She's great at everything else. But I got video evidence otherwise.
But I tried.
She can practice.
I tried.
But no, I appreciate you once again. Like I said, every time I saw this, it's very inspirational to me, because once again, it shows me one is possible, and that once again, with hard work, effort, and God, what can be accomplished. So thank you.
All the time.
And you episode 98, man. That's so crazy.
I can't believe it.
Yes. So we want to thank you once again.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, can we correct some of this TPUE wine opening?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Thank you guys for tuning in.
And And
episode 98.
Yep.
2 more. We're at 100, guys. We can't wait. We have something special for you guys to see.
Yes.
We want you to keep tuning in. Like Kandy said, we always offer information. Our entrepreneurs we have a lot of entrepreneurs in this city. Yeah. It's wonderful to hear everybody's story. Oh, we're not even. We just scratched the surface. It's so wonderful to hear everybody's story, how they got started, what they're doing now. We plan on having people back because so many of the entrepreneurs have moved on and are doing bigger and better things. So we thank you guys so much for tuning in every week, dealing with Brandon. I mean, just want to thank our crew. Beneficial Bay, who is not here today. Yes. She's not feeling well either. She has the heebie-jeebies as well.
Come and get an IV infusion.
Right.
Hey, I'm coming.
Right. Right. We got Where's Arlo behind the scenes, behind the camera, and of course, the man with the plan A and eyes. The eyes are everywhere. Yes. Steve, y'all know Steve. Steve's always with us, making sure we look good, even without my lashes.
We got Michelle in the building too. We got Michelle in the building.
Oh yes, Michelle is in the building today. Michelle is in the. For those all of our entrepreneurs and guests who have been on, Michelle is on top of it. Yes. She is the best scheduler. Boy, when Brandon told me he was giving it up and handing it all over to Michelle, she came in swinging though, y'all.
Professional,
very professional, handles her business. She makes us look good.
She does.
She makes us look good. She really does. She really does. So shout out to Michelle as well. And we have Brianna here with her mom, always supporting, always
my first
always
born.
Looking out for mom and keeping mom's spirit and look together.
I'm trying, y'all. It's tough.
And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.
Yes, that's good stuff.